Hell. My cat's right here. She's looking. See, now you see her, and she wants to go this way. She's not going this way. She answers to whistling. She does not answer to her name. Her name is Lulu, and I call her Lulu Bow, and Tallulah, and Lulu. Lulu. And I call her Cute. So cute. Cute. Cute, cute, cute. Part of her wants to leave, but part of her wants to stay and get petted, huh? Huh? We want to stay and be petted. Gimme, gimme. Everyone lay down and relax. So she's leaving my room right now, I think. She'll go pick on the dog. But, I don't know what I'm going to do a video about today, but I'm just going to write this about something. Let me go look down my news feed on Facebook, because those stories haven't been done to death. Let me just... George Clooney reportedly engaged to humanitarian lawyer Amal Alamudin. That doesn't concern me. Who he's engaged to? Congratulations, George. Prime Minister of South Korea, Pope John Paul. Pope Francis makes history with dual canonization of Pope John whatever and Pope John whatever. I don't know how to read very many Roman numerals. Someday I'll learn as I get older, I'm pretty sure. But right now, I can't. Internet Explorer. New vulnerability found in every single version of Internet Explorer. There's one of my friends who is like a really big fan of Internet Explorer. I'm not gonna call him out on this. I'm not gonna make fun of him or anything. But in every single version, there's been apparently this error. According to a confirmation by Microsoft late last night, a new zero-day vulnerability has been found to affect every version of Internet Explorer. In other words, over a quarter of the... Click on this and read the story. If it won't open, I have to do it the manual way. It's going to take forever to actually open. I probably should have done this before I started reading it. Come on, you stupid thingy. I prefer to do videos this way because my schedule being scheduled, I was getting bored from my subscribers, I think, and I think that's why some of you are like, I'm unsubscribing before she turns into somebody else. She's not. I can assure you, I'm never going to turn into anybody else. I'm too lazy to turn into everyone else. I was too lazy in high school to be like everyone else, and I'm too lazy right now to still be like everyone else. So, in other words, over a quarter of the entire browser market. Attacks taking advantage of the vulnerability are largely targeting IE versions 9, 10, 11, something called a use after free attack. Essentially, the attack corrupts data as soon as memory has been released, most likely after users have been lured to phony websites. Microsoft explains. And I hate when they write this shit in italics. My brain goes, what? Microsoft explains. The vulnerability exists in a way that Internet Explorer accesses an object in memory that has been deleted or has not been properly allocated. The vulnerability may corrupt memory in a way that could allow an attacker to execute arbitrary code in the context of the current user within Internet Explorer. An attacker could host a specially crafted website that is designed to exploit this vulnerability through Internet Explorer and then convince a user to view the website. Microsoft is currently investigating the issue and will likely release an out-of-cycle security patch to take care of the problem. Let's just hope it comes soon, because according to security firm FireEye, this means that about 26% of the entire browser market is at risk. And since Windows XP users won't be getting the patch for this fairly threatening bug, anyone still running the now unsupported software is going to have to cough up some big bucks to stay safe. Anyone like, oh, the IRS, for instance? This is funny to me, because there's so many people that advocate XP. I'm not saying XP isn't a perfectly useful driver, or OS, operating system, before I start to sound like I don't know what I'm talking about even in the slightest. I kind of do. I do in that I've had Windows XP, I've had Windows 7, and I've had Windows 8 and Windows 8.1, and now 8.1. And I think that people should shut up. Because, one, you don't have to use it, why do you care what someone else uses? And two, there's not so many big differences in them that you can't figure out how to use them and not be an idiot about it. When it comes to the differences between Windows XP, Windows 7, Windows 8. And I'm not commenting on Windows Vista because we all know that was a big fucking mistake. And I've never used it personally, but what I've seen, it's very, just, no. And there's a reason that people don't like it, obviously. So, it's just, it's just, unless you're using Windows Vista, you're okay with me. I mean, I don't care if you're using a Mac even, as long as you're not using Windows Vista. Because apparently it's much worse than anything in the world. At least that's how people reacted to it. But as I said, I've never used it. But I've used Windows XP, Windows 7, and Windows 8, and now Windows 8.1. So, and personally, Windows 8.1 is great to me. It's it's not that different, but at the same time, it has its own features and its own, there's obviously things that are different about it, or they wouldn't call it by a different name. This is funny to me because there are people who are stuck in, the dark ages, or so call it. I mean, there's older computer systems that people are using. I know there are people out there still using Windows 98 or whatever, or Windows 2000, or if you're sadly stuck in that era, I feel bad for you. But to me, you should catch up a little bit. I'm not completely against being a fan of older technology because I'm a fan of older video game systems where you didn't have to be online with a headset and yelling at people across the country. And I'm a fan of that. I'm a fan of, like, Nintendo, N64, I should have said Nintendo, Super Nintendo, and N64 because I am a fan of those. I'm a fan of video game systems from the 90s and early 2000s versus, like, as far as I will go, is probably PS2 or on a PC. I didn't mind gaming on a PC. I haven't done it lately because the last time I played a game on PC, this one particularly, it got too warm and it shut off. And I don't want to be that person that abuses their electronics because I've been that person before, and I also have bad luck with electronics. And being that this is the only computer in my house, it's the only way I can make YouTube videos, the only way I can really do anything. But I feel like it's just, I don't know, people need to just catch up with the times. Have I not said that enough? I'm going on a tangent, and I'm going to end this video here before I go into many tangents, because I feel like I lost my point within the last 5 minutes. So I'm going to shut this video, and I hope that you have a great day. And as I said, don't worry about me turning into someone else because I'm not going to. But I will tell you that I'm only going to put the links in like every other video or every third video, or because like not every one of my videos is going to be a long video. Not every one of my videos that's long is going to be a video that calls for links. And also, I would not recommend Internet Explorer anyways. I don't know how people can stand Internet Explorer. Maybe it works better on Macs, and maybe it works better on some computers than others, but every computer I've ever had has been shit with Internet Explorer. So, anytime you have to resort to using Internet Explorer, you're like, But I did say I was going to end this video, and I'm going to end it before it gets to be over 10 minutes. So I hope everyone has a great day, and adios.